Hey everybody, what's going on? So I figured since the sun came out today and it was so hot and now it's beginning to go down a little bit, I would give y'all a little garden tour. Uh, this is the first, well, going into the second week, today, the second week of July. So I'll give one more garden tour, like I think about mid-August, something like that. And you know me, after that, we're going to be getting ready for the fall. So stick around and see how everything has went into full bloom. Okay, so we've been having a lot of rain here the past couple days, and the flowers have been enjoying it. I collect rainwater anyway and put it into a big container, a big trash can that I got specifically to collect rainwater, because some plants I have prefer rainwater. So it's been kind of up and down this season with um, my garden. So I'm gonna just let you guys see what's going on as of now. Okay, so everything here has pretty much bloomed for the summer. These was lilies. So now all we're gonna have is the pretty green foliage. It's July, so but they were a pretty cream color. Let me show you what they looked like. Yep. Focus, focus. But that was the color. And that's the only thing I hate about lilies. I do love certain varieties, but they have a bloom and then the show is over, you know. But I enjoy the green foliage that be left. So yeah, so that's what's going on. But then it looks like we might get another bloom. We might get another bloom, because that's what these look like. Yeah, how about that? So I'm wondering if I kind of go through the garden. Look at that. I didn't even notice that. That's another flower. So lucky me, we're going to get another bloom, another showing. So that's nice. So I'll go back and deadhead a little bit, and hopefully we'll get that stuff all to, you know, get another bloom out of these guys. And these are lilies as well. They're Peruvian lilies. Now this was supposed to have been the color. You see that? But they came out this red color, kind of looking like animal print. But once I saw that, I was like, that's really cute. I like that. So even though, because I do got a lot of yellow in the garden, so the Heavenly Father must felt like, oh, you need a little pop of red down there. So he made it into a pop of red. So that's good. And these are my pumpkins. I'm gonna have to put them down into the ground, because they got 70 days before pumpkins be ready to bloom on them. So I'm thinking I'm gonna plant them somewhere around here so they'll have enough room, and maybe we'll get more pumpkins this year out of our little pumpkins. But I didn't want them growing in the front of the house this year. But yeah, these are our little Jack Be Little pumpkins. So we can't wait for them to come. We're going to decorate with them like we did last year. And here's a new member of the garden. I got this about a week ago. And this is stone crop. Did I get rid of the tag? I'm so sorry if I did, because I would love to have given the variety of this to you guys. But yeah, this is a stone crop. Stone crop. And when it goes into bloom, these are going to be some real pretty nice blooms right there. So it needs full sun. So I'm going to squeeze it somewhere in here. Because it's still in a container. It's in a 5-gallon container. I moved it out of the container it came in and put it in a bigger container just until it stood up, because it was leaning over a bit. So I wanted to get it healthy before I transplant it into the ground. Yeah, so that's that one. And let's see what's going on here. These are my my black ladies, my black girls. These are petunias, and they're an exotic color. They're in black, and I have to do a little deadheading to them, because I will get another bloom out of them. See, like there's a bloom, but all the old ones I need to come out here and just like pop them off, because that'll encourage new blooms for the other ones. But yeah, so it's a really nice chartreuse green, and yeah, I need to just deadhead her a little bit more. But yeah, this is really, really a beautiful flower. And I never was into petunias, but until I saw these black ones, I fell in love. I absolutely fell in love. So what I did was I ordered some black petunia seeds from a seed company. I'm gonna share a link to the flower company where I order all my seeds from and bulbs from at the end of this video, in the description, okay? But yeah, isn't she lovely? Lovely, lovely. So I'm gonna deadhead all those ones off, and I'll get some more pretty black blooms. And here's my stargazers. They are so pretty. My lilies, the stargazer lilies. And they love the sun. They love the sun. But the only thing is, when you plant these, just know they are good in like an area where it's really moist and there's bog, like it's really moist in the area. They suck up a lot of water, okay? And that's why I said it's a good idea to put these in an area where there's a lot of water that collects around your home, stuff like that, because they love water. They're constantly thirsty. I watered them earlier, and it rained yesterday, like cats and dogs. We got like 2 inches of rain yesterday, and they're thirsty right now. So yeah, but I love this breed, and every year I'm gonna plant more and more of these in my garden. Okay, so moving on, we have our ornamental grass down here, and he's doing so lovely. I really have to get out here and do some de-weeding. But my husband liked this grass, so that's why I got these plumes of grass for him. He loves different types of ornamental grass. So yeah, I was looking for. So this is the name of this grass. It likes full sun. It's a perennial, as you can see. It's blue beyond blue. And that's what it'll look like when it's in full bloom. And you see how it's not green. It has this nice, pretty bluish tint to the grass. And I put it right here because it gives a nice contrast and texture right here, especially up against this bush that's real chartreuse in color, or that lime color green. I think that gave that area right there, to me, in my opinion, they complement each other. So that's that. And this is a foundation bush. This came with the house. I'm not sure of the name of it, but I'm going to look it up, and if I find out the name of it, I'll place it in a description. But yeah, that ornamental grass is this one. And it likes full sun. And that's what it looks like. And there he is. Okay, moving. Now this is always a winner in my garden. These are my little Stella lilies. They're day lilies. And the thing I like about day lilies, even though if you get like me and you don't get out here and do that and, you know, deadhead them, you know, take those out like that. Yeah, I have to get out here and do that. But the weather been so crazy this week. It's been raining so hard. But yeah, once I deadhead and get all these other ones out, they'll look much better. But Stella is a daylily, and they'll bloom like this for a day, and then they'll close up, and then they'll look like this, and then they'll fall away, and then another one will bloom. That's why, hence the name daylilies. So they put off a lot of blooms. As you can see, there's lots of more blooms. Because they're only supposed to stick around for a day and then fall away and then come back. But they'll bloom. My daylilies bloom good until the fall. And then once I'll have to cut everything back to help everything go to sleep. But yeah, Stella is always a good representation in the garden. I mean, she just performs. You could even put these like at the border of your property to create a barrier. I mean, you can't go wrong with Stella daylilies, okay? And these are some stone crop, which is, stone crops, first of all, is a form of succulent, okay? These are the miniature varieties, and they'll turn into a nice ground cover. At least that's what I'm hoping. I want these to kind of cover all of the ground. I think that would be nice, and then it will help me not have to worry about mulching so much. Yeah, so that's the miniature variety. And I showed you back there the big, taller variety of stone crop. Okay, so that's the canna lily. And she's nestled up in the corner right here with a salvia. Is that what this is? Yep. A salvia. Focus. Okay. Now, it looks like this because, believe it or not, I deadheaded this about a month ago because I thought it was, you know, done blooming. Silly me. Silly. But evidently it wasn't, because this is all new. It grew back and we're getting some more purple. So that's always a good thing. Salvia is good, and this is a new plant pretty much to the garden. So I love that color purple that she brings to the garden with the nice big green leaves. So she's good where she is, right next to her. So they're doing good. And this is another lily. This is an African lily. These are torches. So there's the new baby right there. She's bringing in one baby. Let me see, where's the other one? It's just one for so far. I think this one is blooming slow because it needs more space, because this pot is kind of small. So I think I'm going to transplant it into a bigger container, probably something like that, or either like his sister is, I put her in a bag down there. But when we get to the other one that I have down there, I'll show you how I put that into a duffel bag or like a carry-on bag that I got out of Dollar Tree. But yeah, so you see I've been slacking because the holidays just passed and we had family over, so I didn't have a chance to get out here and pull up weeds and deadhead things. So yeah, but she's gonna grow really big, and she puts off these big blooms that are like orange, and it's an African lily. It's an African lily. These plants originate from South Africa, okay? And here's more Stella. See how beautiful she is in the garden? She looks weird because, like I said, I hadn't come out here and see you. That's what you're supposed to do. When all of them have bloomed on that whole stick, you're supposed to pop them right out, and they come out really easily, okay? Let me see. I haven't gotten out here. See how easy that comes out? See, they're done for the season. And that's all basically I have to do is just pop them out, and they're done. And that'll encourage nutrients to go into the new healthy young shoots like these. But again, see, like this, I have to get out here and get rid of those. But they're doing pretty good. So that's Stella again. And you'll see a lot of Stellas throughout my display. Okay? And over here is my Indian blanket. Look how big it got, y'all. I absolutely love this plant, okay? Especially the presentation of it. It got these big wild blooms, wild grass that grows under it, and nestles in all of the little sunflowers. It looks like a sunflower within a sunflower, if you could see that. See, like how the green represents the outside of the sunflower. Then you have the plants on the inside. Yeah, so, but that's what that looks like. Oh, and it's so beautiful. And this will bloom all the way until the fall. Let me see if I could find, I don't even want to disturb it, but this is called the Indian blanket, okay? And you can find this at most nurseries, but I've been recording this, you know, with each one of my garden updates. So if you scroll back, you could see when this was growing in. And I absolutely was so excited. I couldn't wait till it grew in. But it puts off these nice, beautiful red and orange blooms. And every year it comes back on its own every year, and it gets bigger and bigger. So maybe next summer, once this is done for the season, I could go in and take some out and put it in another area of the garden, and she'll come up. So that's that. This is the Indian blanket. And over here, this is another foundation bush. It's the same as the chartreuse green one down there. I'm not sure the name of this bush, but once I find out the name, I promise you guys, I will put the name of this in the description. But it's a foundation bush. It's a shrub, and it comes back, you know, on its own, and it comes back bigger, and it will start to crawl up the wall, so I do have to come out. I just been neglecting my garden. Like I said, along with deadheading, I have to kind of trim it back, because you do have to do a little trimming with this to keep it kind of in control, if you will, because it will, if you see, it will grow out of control, and you have to clip it and, you know, keep it nice and shaped, so it won't be just growing and spreading like this. But I'll get out here and do all that. And there's more stellas, and here's some more of that bluegrass that my husband loves, and this is doing well down here. And this was a shrub I put in back in April. It was. I can't remember the name of it, but I'll put the name of it in the description. But when this blooms in the fall, it's going to give off these beautiful orange and red plumes on this. So I can't wait for this to bloom. I forget the name of it. I did leave the tag down there, but like I said, we had a lot of rain and stuff, so the tag probably blew away. But yeah, so be on the lookout for this. This is a beautiful, beautiful shrub. This is a shrub, okay? And here we are with our fuzzy wuzzy lamb ears. Look how big they got, y'all. My fuzzy wuzzy lamb ears. And they call them that because they do. They look like lamb ears, and they're real soft. It's like when you rub this plant, it's like you're rubbing an animal, like you're really rubbing the ear of a lamb. I absolutely love this plant. But the only thing I can share with you guys about the fuzzy wuzzy lamb ear is that it is invasive, meaning it will spread, and it'll spread quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to empty this out, take some of it, and spread it throughout the garden. So I think I'm going to dedicate a section in the new zone that I'm going to be creating, which is on the other side of the house, which I'm naming Zone 3. So this can spread on the side of the house as much as it wants, but it's really beautiful, and it comes back every year more and more. And yeah, I got this from Home Depot. It's called the Fuzzy Wuzzy Lamb Ear. And it's so pretty, and it smells so good. And these are, I think I did a video when I planted these together. These are some stellas. I mean, salvias back here. So what's going to happen is, because they done starved out the salvias, I'm going to have to take them out and just dedicate this pot to the Fuzzy Wuzzy Lamb Ears. Okay, but they are magnificent in the garden. And I love the presentation they give at the front door of my home. Next up, down here we have some impatiens, and they love where they are. Hopefully we'll get a nice another bloom out of them, but they have this beautiful red bloom that comes out right in the middle. See, there's one. They look like roses from a distance, but they are so beautiful with, can you just imagine that red bloom right there in the middle? So these are impatiens, and I absolutely love them. And right here is my ornamental grasses in my containers, along with some stone crop. I did a video when I planted these containers at my front doorstep, and yeah, they're doing so good, y'all. Look how big they getting. If y'all could go back and find that video when I first did these, when I first planted the ornamental grass and the succulents, they were so small. But now, look at the ornamental grass, and it's supposed to look like this, y'all. I'm not starving my grass out. This is how it's supposed to look. This grass is by Monrovia, and it's orange sage, and it is a perennial, and it likes full sun. So that orange burned look, excuse me, that burned look, this orange tint that you see there is not burned. That's the orange color. It's supposed to look like that. Okay? That's why I got it. And it's called orange sage. It's a perennial. And I think I got this ornamental grass from Lowe's. It is deer resistant and it's easy to care for. And in the fall, it's going to put off these beautiful deep burnt orange plumes, as you can see in the picture. So that's that. So they're looking good. And these are my stone crops. They are so pretty. They will travel, and that's what I want them to do. I want them to fall all the way down to the ground. I want them to go all the way down to the ground, and I want them to spread all along the sides onto the ground, like my ones are spreading down here next to the fuzzy wuzzy lamb ears. So I'm hoping, because they're spreading nice. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they're spreading really, really nice. I want them to spread all up in here to cover the ground. Be like a good, nice ground cover. Okay? See that? That's the idea, to have a good ground cover, so I won't have to do so much mulching. But yeah, so that's what they do, and I just thought it would be a nice arrangement to this pot, which is, you know, it complemented the ornamental grass, the orange sage. And there's some more of the orange sage, and some more of, here they are. They're ground covers, and it's a creeping myrtle, and it's gonna give off these little pretty blooms. But yeah, that's what they're gonna do. Can't even see my little frogs no more. I love my frogs. See, they be chilling. My frog under there, he loves his area, but you can't hardly see him no more because the hibiscus is getting so big. It came back with a vengeance. I only planted one last year, in this pot, and it's come back and it done brought a baby with them. And oh my goodness, look. Oh, I can't wait till this opens. But when it opens, look at that. That's a bloom. That's a bloom. That's a plume. That's a plume. Oh my goodness, this is a light pink color. Something like this color. I like pops of that color in the garden. But that's what color they gonna be. The hibiscus right here. So it's gonna look really nice right at the door. You see those big flowers, and they are the size of plates. When they open up, they're bigger than my hand, the hibiscus. So yeah, we can't wait for them to open up, and as soon as they open, I'll definitely give you guys another tour. This is why I said I'm gonna have to do another video in mid-August, mid to late August, to show you what they look like, because some of the flowers aren't due to open until then. And the hibiscus is one of them. So they'll have a nice show around that time. So yeah, they're doing pretty good. This area looks a little tight because again, I got to get in here with my shears and clean everything up. But even in its disheveled look, I love the way this looks. It's nice and full and tight. So my bush right here is a beautiful chartreuse color shrub, and this stays and performs all year round. She's really pretty. I love this shrub. So I was going to get rid of it, but then I just couldn't bring myself to do so because I love this color, and it stays all year round. So it's gonna stay. And here's some more of the stone crop. As you can see, they done came out of the container down onto the ground, and they're spreading just like how Mama wants them to spread all over, right, Mr. Froggy? Yep. Yeah, and these are my phlox. They took a good beating the other day because, again, like I said, we had a lot of rain the other day. So the phlox did really good. And they had these pretty little soft color plumes that come out on them. But they got more that's look like it's gonna open. See, focus, focus, focus. Yeah, they got more blooms that's gonna open. But they're doing pretty good. And once they're done for the season, I'll just cut all of the plumes off, all of these off, and take it down to just the bush. And then I'll just enjoy the green foliage for the rest of the year. And here's my ladies, my rose bush. Look how big it got, you guys. I did a video when I first planted her into the ground. Look at those big plume roses on her. She's a Monrovia plant, and she's a perennial. Now, she was a little pricey when I bought her. She was $45 as a small plant. And I did do a video when I planted her, so you could go back and check that out. That video out. Matter of fact, I'm gonna find it and I'll probably link it in the description. But she, oh my goodness, I absolutely love her. And the roses are so soft and they smell so good. Now, I made a mistake, you see, because I put my water hose here. And throwing my water hose back here, I accidentally pushed one of the stems over. But see how strong that stem is. It bloomed while it's kind of injured, laying down on the ground. So I'm very pleased. And this rose bush is going to get bigger and bigger. My goal is to have it climb up the wall and spread all over here. So that's the goal for her, but I absolutely love that rose bush. So yeah, so that's her. And it is a Monrovia rose bush. So over here, this is Gladys. She's a canna lily. Now, Gladys has been sick. I think in a video before I was telling you guys see how something's eating away at her? So I was gonna cut her down, but the bottom part looks, whatever disease or whatever she's suffering from is really hitting hard down the bottom, but she put off such big pretty blooms at the top. I just couldn't bring myself to cutting her. But in all her glory, this is what the leaves should look like, and that's what I fell in love with. You have this beautiful burgundy veining. See the veins? Laced with this pretty lime green chartreuse color. And I just absolutely love this blend together, burgundy and the green. So I'm gonna fight for her. I really am. I'm gonna fight for her to save her. So I'm gonna let her bloom and see how you have some that don't have as much green, but it always have the burgundy veins in it. So I'm gonna fight for Miss Gladys. I am. I'm gonna fight for her. And during the off season, when she's resting, I'm gonna do research on her and see what bug it is that's eating away at her. Look at that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Not at all. Not at all. This is so heartbreaking. So heartbreaking. And right beneath Miss Gladys is my Wagelias. And I love this color too as well. She puts off these pretty red plumes up against the burgundy. I like this color combination together, the burgundy and green, with a pop of red in it. That's why I love Miss Gladys. But yeah, Wagelia, she blooms in her best in the spring. So she's a foundation bush, and she comes back every year. And right here is some speedwells. These are the white speedwells, and some have spread further in the back. These are the candle speedwells. Let me see. Is the sticker still down there? Snow candle. It done faded away, but they're snow candle speedwells. And I think they're pretty. I always liked speedwells. And in different colors. I have these also in purple. And look at here, look at here. She is beginning to open up. This is my tiger lily lady. She is so pretty. And look at here. Look at all those seeds. See that? See, these are seeds. I could pick them off. And I could plant them. And right where I drop that one, another one of these will grow next summer. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out here and pick all those seeds off of her and take them so I could plant them somewhere else, because I absolutely love her. She is a tiger lily, and the blooms are real nice and strong, and it's going to be a whole lot of her. This is why I said I'm going to have to do another video in August, so she'll be in her full glory then. But yeah, that's what she looks like. Some have opened up over here. And these ladies are doing nice. They like where they are. These are ground covers as well. They like sun. These are lily turfs. I tell you, I love all types of lilies, even the wild ones. So that's what she looks like in her full bloom. These are this was actually one plant, and I divided it and made two. So by next summer, hopefully when it comes back, it'll be like that size. And we're going to keep giving them good fertilizer and stuff like that to bring it back nice and bigger. Okay. And this is another canna lily. I grew this from bulbs that I got in Walmart. And seemed like this is having the same issue that Gladys is having. It's some sort of bug in the garden that eats. Is that the culprit? I think that was the culprit. Looked like looked like it could have been a some sort of ladybug. But see how it eat holes completely through, eat lines all the way down. Like, I have to put something down to get rid of them from eating my canna lilies. But I don't want to put too much chemicals in the garden. You see what I'm saying? But I can't take that. So yeah, this is my little waterfall. I don't have it on now, but it adds a nice little feature to the garden. And here's my tiger lily. Ooh, look at her. Oh, just beautiful. And pollinators love them. Look at all those seeds in there. Oh. So the more of them are going to open up. And look at all those seeds on her. Take those off. Drop them in other areas, and more will come back. I absolutely love this tiger lily. Oh my goodness, I couldn't wait till she opened up. And that's her. She's the first one to open. You see how the shoots go backwards. Unlike these ones come forward, she goes back. Absolutely gorgeous, in my opinion. And right here we have some ornamental grass is coming in really nice next to a Wagelia. She's really lovely. And another Stella, along with my husband's ornamental grass, his grass plume. And these are some more lilies. They're from Monrovia, and that's what they look like. The burgundy and green. It is a perennial, and it likes partial sun. So I think it has bloomed for the season with all the flowers. So right now I'm just enjoying the burgundy and green foliage. Look at that. I've never seen anything like that. You have this stem that's like burgundy in color, and it goes up into this beautiful green leaf. It's just so beautiful. I'm enjoying the foliage without the, the plant. Look at that. And they're really thick, they're like cords. So that's that. These are my coreopsis. They came back nice and beautiful. My neighbor next door, she wants some of them. So coreopsis is a really particular type of plant in the garden. I won't be able to share her until the off season because this isn't a bulb, this is a root. So once I take everything down for the season, and then I'll be able to go in and take some out to give to Gail next door when the fall comes. But this coreopsis is so pretty. She brings such a magnificent pop to the garden. Look at that beautiful burgundy and yellow with a hint of orange in the center. And the leaves are kind of this creamy, like banana color. Oh, I love that color together. So pretty. And this is, again, coreopsis. Here's more of my stone crop. They're doing their thing. I want them to go ahead on and cover up and spread all over. See, like how, yeah, keep on spreading. So they're performing in the garden. These are some more foundation bushes. This is more of Stella. And here's more of my black petunias. I got so many of these on order that's coming back, and some black roses for next season, you guys. So stay tuned for that. But here she is, Black Magic. And I think it falls under a super petunia. It's a new breed. But she is gorgeous. Got black flowers in my garden. And these right here, these are some more hibiscus. I can't wait till they open up. These are new ladies to the garden, so we welcome them. Oh my goodness, yes. Look at that, yes. The blooms on these are going to be So nice. See, this is what I'm saying. I think these things, get out of here. Yeah. Look at those holes. Mm-hmm. Oh, I hate those bugs. And anywho, I think they're the ones that's eating away at the canna lilies as well. I'm gonna find out what I'm gonna find that little bug, and I'm gonna find out what I could use to spray on them that's not gonna take away from the plant but get rid of them. But yeah, so these is what these ones are gonna look like this, because there's two varieties in here, as you can see. These are kind of burgundy. Okay, see the foliage is kind of burgundy, and these ones are like a nice light green. So this is what the burgundy ones are going to look like when they open. And it's called Cranberry Crush, and it's by Proven Winners, and they are perennials and they're hibiscus. Okay, so that's what this one is going to look like. You can see every place where the blooms are going to be. And this is cranberry color. Okay, so that's that one. And this color one, this one right here with all the pretty, here this tag goes. Yep, and this is a hybrid. Sorry, you guys. Yeah, okay, so she's by Proven Winners as well. It's a perennial, and like I said, it's a hibiscus. It's a hybrid. So it's not as red as this one is going to be. I'm laying them on the ground so you guys can see the difference in the color. So the Cranberry Crush is real red with the burgundy foliage. That's this one. And this one with the light green is gonna be like a watermelon color, because it's a hybrid. So they blended two colors to come up with this pretty like watermelon color for yeah, the hibiscus. So I can't wait till they open up in August. As soon as they start to open, I will do a video, because y'all got to see them. The flowers are bigger than my hand when they open. Oh, I can't wait. So I got those two colors right here in this container, and I got the light pink ones at the front door. I can't wait till their show. And as soon as they start to open, I will do a video and let you guys in on it. So right here, you won't believe I planted tomatoes, the miniature tomatoes, and I've been eating them, y'all. They taste so good. So yeah, so I'm gonna take this by tomorrow, or probably even later on this evening, and put it out back, put it in the ground out back. But look at the tomatoes on it, you guys. I'm so proud of myself. Look at that. Look at all those tomatoes. It's too cute. I put it in the front garden because I didn't actually think it was going to grow actual tomatoes, but it grew. So, good thing it's still in the container. See the green container? So I could just pick it up and take it and put it in the ground. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bury those tomatoes, this whole thing, into the ground. And here is my African lily. And this is what she looked like, the torch. And see how I put her down into like this, one of these bags. I got this bag from Family Dollar or Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree. Got this bag from Dollar Tree. And I could pick it up and just move the bag. But I filled it with some good soil and everything like that. So she bringing in another baby. So yeah, so she likes how everything is in her condition, you know. But see how she has this, she looked like a sickle, like a popsicle. And this is an African lily. These plants are bred in South Africa. And that's their lilies. And over here we just have a little bit of more ornamental grass. My bonfire is getting big. I'm thinking I'm going to have a big show out of this next summer. But that's what this is going to look like. Ain't that pretty? I can't wait. But I bought it when it was really, really little. So I've been nurturing it, and it's still in the container. So after this season, I'm going to transplant it into the ground for next year, for next summer. And I should get a nice big show with those pretty plumes, but I can't wait to get the flowers on this. And it is a perennial and it loves full sun. And that's called a bonfire. Look at that, ain't that pretty? And I deadheaded these guys back, and these are new, coming back, growing in. I'm gonna transplant these, break them up, because that's a lot in this one container. So I'm gonna break them up and spread them throughout the garden in little clumps. And next year we'll have a lot of them. But this is what they look like. They're called Arizona red shades, and it's a blanket flower, something like my Indian blanket, and it is a perennial and it loves full sun. And that's what they look like in all their glory when this bush goes into full bloom. Pretty, pretty. And my aloe is doing really well. This one is full of fluid. So I've been giving them lots of water and fertilizer. And they've been doing pretty well in the garden. So there. Okay, everybody, so thank you for coming on my front garden tour. I'll give you guys a tour of the back garden probably at a later date in the week, a later day in the week. Because this took it took some time to do this, and we had a lot going on here this week, and we had a lot of chores that had to be done around the house, and yeah, so I really just kind of rushed this little garden tour in, because I promised you guys I would give you a tour of the garden the first week of July. So the first week of July was hectic. I had family out of town coming, and we had constant visitors coming, and so I was busy during the first week of July, but we got it in and we got it together. And guess what else? The corn across the road from us is doing so well. Look at that. So by the time the September comes, we're gonna have a nice big corn wall. I can't wait. So once again, thank you guys for tuning in. And remember, until the next video, take care of yourselves and each other. And I'll see you guys in the next one.